up, America, London, Japan, all points in between. Know about your man. I'm getting hit up from everybody. All over. So yeah, man, I'm about to sit up and we can have us a smoke session. Have us a smoke session here. Let me go down to what we have here. I guess from Dragonfly, we go ahead and burn us some donkey butter. Oh, I like wearing a hat, America. That's usually my thing. I like having a hat on, but my hat ain't up here, so whatever. Smoke us on some of this donkey butter. Oh, my daughter got me this the ultimate vlogger. So I'm set up with this now. She bought me the ultimate vlogger kit. Let me go get my charger, America. I'll be right back. Thanks for bearing with me, y'all. Had to run down and get my charger for my phone. And we can, I still got a little task ahead of me, look like here. So just give me 1 second. Let me get things set up the way. Okay, that's a little better, America. London, France, in between. Points in between, they know about your man. Okay, so where's my, all right. Got a spot on my white tee, but Treetrunk, it's a granddad now, so that's what my life about. It's about being with my granddaughter. And I don't know what y'all sipping on. I love these motherfuckers. And this is another one I've been drinking lately. These off the hook too. My wife got them. She said she wanted them because they had no sugar, but then she didn't like them. So I've been drinking them motherfuckers down. So. All right, I guess I've gone. Where's my television remote? I probably should just be. I just got to hear something in the background. That's all, America. What we got here? I'm watching Peacock. I got the $5.99 subscription. I guess I'll just turn to something so I can hear something in the background. But what up? I got a couple more people jumped in the live. What's up, y'all? Let me know where you from. My lives is always alive where I'm my smoke on. So if that's not what you into, then this ain't the live for you. So man, Treetrunk about to get his smoke on. I'm loving this ultimate vlog kit because I got my hands. I can do different things. I'm loving this ultimate vlog kit that my daughter got me. Let me show y'all again. You know, this is my setup. This is my daughter is the first person who believed in me to get me a piece of equipment for my YouTube journey. So shouts out to my daughter. Just graduated high school. So man, Treetrunk about to light up the donkey butter. And yeah, I'm loving this. I'm loving this ultimate vlog kit. I hope y'all can hear me. Let's see. Trying to catch this shit. America. I want y'all to be able to hear me. Okay. Okay, America, is that a little better? Let me know if y'all can't hear me. You know, say something in the comments if y'all can't hear me. You know. This donkey butter from the dragonfly pretty good. So what I want to talk about is I just went live just because I was going live. And relationships, whether you married or if you're not married, if you're just with a person, you know, that's a give and take thing. Sometimes, you know, one half of the relationship, which is the other person, may not be, you know, may not like certain things that you do. And you may not like certain things that they do or whatever the case may be. But if you love this person enough to be with them, you have to meet them halfway on some things. And that's just the bottom line. You gotta meet halfway on both sides, you know. If you love that person that much. So me and my wife, we went through something like that today and we met in the middle. You know, we met in the middle on it. I'm not gonna talk about what it is, but you know, we met in the middle. And that's what you have to do if you're in a relationship, a marriage, a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case may be, whatever your preference is, you know. Shout out to all my subscribers, everybody that mess with my channel, everybody who just clicked in and say what's up with your man Treetrunk. Light up one, I got some of this donkey butter over here. Let me know what you smoking on. You know, that I'm sipping on me a tea, a citrus green tea from Lipton. Oh, and I got like the little ice crystals in it. Yo, yo, yo. Conor McGregor, what up, though? Thanks for giving me a shout out. Cheers, man. What you sipping on? You sipping on you some of this green tea like me and smoking on donkey butter? And this is all legal marijuana from the Michigan dispensaries. You go back through my videos and all that. I do marijuana, cannabis reviews and stuff. So This is the dragonfly. This is the dragonfly. It's donkey butter. You can go to dragonfly.com, dragonflymichigan.com, something like that. But I get it from the NAR dispensary. Okay. All right, what you smoking on, man? What you smoking on, man? Shit. I'm glad somebody can finally jump up in the lab with your man Treetrunk and burn one. Usually I'm just running my mouth. Ain't nobody burning one with me, so shout out to my man Connor. You know. What is it? I said it's Connor McGrory. McGrory. I don't want to say it wrong, but shout out to you, Connor. You know, shit. Let's smoke this shit up. Okay. I get that. I get to that super booth. I get to that. I like the super booth. I like it. I've had that. I get the super booth. That's a great fucking strain. Shit smokes good. I like it. I like they sell it at the NAR where I get my shit from. So hell yeah. Hell yeah. You know, fucking with the old head. You know, I kinda needed that. I'm glad you even said what's up. Cause me and wifey wasn't seeing eye to eye, but we met in the middle. You know, and I was just like, fuck it. I'm about to go up in the tree house. I'm gonna make a few videos and make people laugh. Then I said, fuck it. I'm gonna go live. And then my daughter had got me this for Christmas. And I was trying to put it together for Christmas. But all right. I'll check back with you, dog. You know, I'll check back with you. Thanks for even fucking with you, man. Treetrunk, you know, you smoking on the super booth. But back to what I was talking about. My daughter bought me this for Christmas because she know I'm into making videos and doing different stuff like that. And I want this to be my passive income after I retire in 12 years. I want to be a full-time YouTuber and I want to travel to all 50 states. I want to stop in the coffee shops. I want to stop in the restaurants. I want to talk to the locals. I want to be a full-time YouTuber. That's my goal, you know. And my YouTube journey started off so much different to where I'm at right now with YouTube. My YouTube journey started with me growing plants and wanting to show America that I was capable of doing it. And I grew my plants. I grew them for 5, 6 years. I grew plants. I grew successful plants. But my channel, somewhere up in there, changed into something else. It changed from me just growing to learning how to do different things on YouTube, to making reaction videos, to now I go live. I got my morning Joe that I do every morning. I got my morning Joe live that I do every Sunday morning. And sometimes I randomly just jump out here and go live like I am right now. So as a YouTuber, I have evolved, you know, from making just videos of me growing to actually trying to learn how to edit and do different things. And my daughter, see, I got a love for this. She bought me this ultimate vlogger kit, which I couldn't figure out how to put it together on Christmas. And y'all see what month it is. Some just said pull it out and mess with it. I pulled it out and mess with it. Now look at it. I'm live. I'm sitting here talking with y'all, you know, smoking on some donkey butter. So that's how life do you. And that donkey butter pretty goddamn good. I was smoking on a infused pre-roll earlier called unicorn something. Where is this shit? It's called Unicorn Tears. Y'all see that? And this shit was 30, like I said, 34%, something like that. I don't know if you can see it too good, but 34%. And that shit put me on my ass. I don't usually smoke them infused ones, but that was right after me and my wife kind of got up under each other's skin a little bit, you know. Oh, that shit is so good. I love that shit. So much better than pop. I'm from the north, so we say pop. People down south say soda. You know, depending on where you from. I'm talking to America, but I know people from London be fucking with me. People from Canada be fucking with me. You know, people from all over. So forgive me if y'all hear me just say America. You know, I know y'all fuck with me all over the world. You know, as I looked at the analytics and I checked, you know, I got 1.1 million views and plus going on YouTube, and I'm still not monetized yet. I got over 3,000 subscribers, so it's an uphill battle. It's an uphill battle. So the hardest part about this YouTube journey is what I'm doing right now. It's being able to get over the fear of just pushing that button, that record button, and starting. You know, I really don't have no set thing that I do on YouTube. I do my morning joes every morning, and I do my lives. And now I got this thing I do called it's called Food for Thought. It's just different quotes about life and stuff to make people think. That's something that's a constant. Now the food for thought I just started doing. That's a constant. What's going to be on there, and another constant is I do reaction videos. If it's something funny or whatever, you know, I'm into doing that. So I don't have a just set niche. But one thing that I do is I post every single day. I post every day. And I think that's my single success is posting every day. I got over 1,900 videos, over 1.1 million views and counting across YouTube. So I will get monetized at some point. I will get a sponsor at some point so I can travel the country, go to all 50 states with my family, stop at the diner, stop at the barber shops, even though I ain't got no fucking hair, I can get shaved up. Stop at the barber shops, stop at the restaurants, talk to people, you know, meet the locals, let them know about the city, and you know, that's my goal right there. I retire in 12 years. That's my goal. I want to travel the country, and I want to share with the world. I want to share with America and all points in between that fuck with your man Treetrunk. That's around the world. That's how your man Hova said. London, England, south of France. Points in between know about you, man. Konnichiwa, ladies, when I'm out in Japan. I'm a Tokyo giant like Ichiro I am. Piss po nigga from the hood, but I blew. Now I bounce six folds up and down Crenshaw. You know, that's that Hova shit. You know, I'm a Hova fan. Goddamn, I'm rapping that whole shit. Goddamn donkey butter that went out, but that's what your man Treetrunk want to do. Travel this country, connect with other YouTubers. When I get to different cities, connect with the YouTubers that's there and learn about what's going on. You know, this is a platform that we all got, and as YouTubers, we can connect with each other. You know, reach out to me, I'll reach out to you. Uh, Pick a city to go to in the state and find a YouTuber and connect with their YouTuber and come down, check out the culture, see what things are about. You know, that's the journey I want to be on. You know, if you're not happy in this life, you wasting it. You only get one life. There's no sequel. You don't get a do-over. So you got to live it to the fullest. You don't get a do-over in this life. You know, it's you start at the start line and it's go. And when you done taking breath, that last one, you at the end of that race. You know, so you only get one and go. So you got to do it. I was spinning that over shit. London, England, South of France. Points in between know about your man. Konnichiwa, ladies, when I'm out in Japan. And I'm a Tokyo giant like Ichiro I am. Piss poke nigga from the hood, but I blew. Now about six folds up and down Chris Shaw. Chilling with a model that's about 5'8", 5'9", fine wine. Or mixing in Switzerland. Trying to buy time. And stuff with Puff Daddy. It's terrible. It's terrible. He, he may be done, but this is an age now that we live in where when you leave your house, you probably on a thousand cameras probably record you by the time you leave your house and come back home because there's cameras everywhere. And eventually he was gonna slip up and something was gonna happen. Puff Daddy ain't just start being like that. He been like that, you know. But now we in the age of shit like this, social media, YouTube. I can go live, talk to America. You know, something can happen. I can whip my phone out, go live, and get breaking news right there. You know, and that's what these platforms are about. And I want to share my journey with the world. You know, I'm looking for that sponsor that's going to sponsor me to drive around this country. I don't want to be on a plane. I want to drive the country. I want to hit every 50 states. I want to drive this country in a conversion van, an American-made conversion van. I will drive nothing but American vehicle if I'm traveling all 50 states. You know, and I want to share it all with you know on my YouTube channel with all my subscribers in the world. I know some states I won't be able to smoke no weed and all that because a lot of states ain't like this, you know. So some states I won't be able to, some states I will. But your man Treetrunk gonna do it. I never thought that my YouTube journey would take me to where I'm at right now. 1,900 videos, a million plus views. Never thought I would get there. You know, I was happy when I remember when I got my first 1,000 views. My first 1,000 views off a single video. It was me cooking some chicken or some shit, and I called it soul food or something. I looked up, I got 1,000 views. I was so happy about that shit. And now I'm at the 1 million mark. Well, I done got 1.1 million views. I thought I would be monetized when I got to 1,000 subscribers. I was so happy when I got to 1,000 subscribers, but then nothing happened. I see I had to get my watch hours up. I had to get my watch hours up. But YouTube give you these requirements and these loopholes that you have to jump to had to jump through to prove that to prove to them that you are able to post content constantly on your channel, keep people intrigued with different things, and get interaction on your channel. You know, get people to leave comments and stuff like that. That's what they want to see. And they want to see, can you constantly keep it up? And I've been at it for a minute. You might look at my YouTube channel and see that it started back in 2018, but I really didn't do nothing with it. You know, a couple plants I grew. I might have made a video here or there about it, but one day a light bulb clicked in my head, and I be on YouTube all the time, and I see these YouTubers really making making a full time job out of being a content creator. So I pour and pour through videos and watch them, other creators and what they do and how they make their channel successful. And people are really making money doing this. You know, this is this is a new way of earning money in the world. You got people doing all kind of stuff. I went through my analytics and I was surprised that, you know, when I shouldn't have been surprised, but people are remixing my videos that I make for their channel. And it fucked me up because sometimes I go into analytics and I just look at what I want to look at. But sometimes I go through and I just get to looking at things, and clicking different stuff. That's what that YouTube studio for. If you don't have it, you're a YouTuber, get it. Get it. It will help you out and it will teach you some things. And I've been at it forever and I clicked into something that I had never clicked into. And I seen that people was remixing my video. I'm like, ain't that a bitch? I had to click right in and see who remixed it. And I subscribed right to their channel instant and gave them a shout out, you know, because shoot, this is the new way of the world now. This is the new way. And if you don't, you know, get on the track, you're gonna get ran over, you know. And this is to show my daughter and to show all the young folks of the world. You give your life away for free on this internet every day with Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, even this YouTube, but YouTube give you a goal to reach, and a lot of other ones do too. But don't give it away for free. Get you an end goal to figure out how to start earning you some money to make life easier for yourself and the people that's close to you, doing something that you like. So that's my goal. Don't just be a jackass on here. I know you'll see me smoking weed and shit, but if you go through my shit, go through my channel, check out my stuff. You will see I have serious videos where I'm not a jackass. Check out my Good Morning America. You know, I get up like clockwork every day, 4:30. I get up, no alarm clock. I got one set, but my eyes usually wake up and open up before that anyway. So, and I go out there and I make it happen throughout the day for my family. I go out there and earn for my family. You know, Go out there, make that bread, bring it home to my wife. She cook dinner, but I'm not just the only one earning. My wife get up too. She go out there and earn too for the family. You know, it ain't just sitting back smoking donkey butter and shit all day. What the fuck is this? Uh, I can't even see the fucking name on this bitch. Damn. Well, but, it's just your man Treetrunk going live for a minute. I started not to even come up in the tree house and, fuck around. I was like, I'm gonna just watch TV. I may fuck around and look at some real estate online or something. I'm into doing that shit. But I picked up this ultimate vlogger kit and started fucking around. And look at me, I'm live. We 30 minutes in. I got the vlogger kit hooked up. You know, my man Connor, he jumped up in the live. You know, let me know he's smoking on the super booth. I smoked on that shit too. That's a good strain. You know, so just giving y'all a little day to day on your man Treetrunk and my goals with this YouTube channel. I haven't just figured it out yet, but I do post every fucking day. I give you my good morning America. And sometimes I give you a piece of what I'm doing on my job. I need some glasses. I couldn't even look at the fine print good to see what strain I'm smoking. I just grabbed it and fucking lit it. Fuck it. You know, live once. Okay, I got a few more people that jumped up in the live. Let me know where you from. You down with the 420 movement? Let me know what strains you smoking. What you smoking on? I had somebody jump up in my comments one day, and people gonna be who they are. I'm not upset about that. Some comments, I'll comment back to, but some of them I won't comment back to. But anyway, fool jumped up in my comments. Oh man, y'all in Michigan smoking on that garbage and this and that. Come to California, come to New York, this and that. And I was just like, man, listen here. I give reviews on good cannabis, and I do like lighter strain cannabis. I do like stronger strains. It's depending on how I feel. But on an everyday basis, I'm smoking about a 25% strain weed, you know. But I'll smoke weed that's about 14, 15% too. That's the weed I started off smoking, that lower strain weed. And then I get weed like this unicorn fucking. What the fuck is a unicorn tears? I almost called a unicorn piss. This shit like over 30%. Then I had that Cali Blaze shit. That shit was 44%. So it's just how I feel. And people jump up in the comments with their negative stuff. Oh, y'all ain't doing this and that. Bring your ass to New York or bring your ass to Cali. Yeah, I want to go to New York and I want to go to Cali and I want to experience different strains. I smoke them all. You know, I'm not biased. To a certain strain. If I like it, I'll smoke it. If I dislike it, then I won't. You know, I bought weed from a dispensary that I got home and smoked and disliked. And gave it right away. I bought a whole ounce from the dispo. Didn't like the shit. As soon as I smoked it, it just tasted horrible to me. I don't even know if it what I can't even remember what it was. It was so nasty. I just sealed it back up and I threw it on the floor or some shit. One day my brother came over to my house. I was like, man, if you want it, you can have it. And then I could tell that he must didn't like it because I went over to my younger brother's house. This was my older brother I give it to. I ended up at my younger brother's house and he had it. So my older brother must didn't like it. So it's just some weed you like, some you don't. But for the record, I always say I'm just a weed smoker. And I prefer to smoke flower or smoke blunts. I'm turning more into a joint guy now, a pre-roll guy. That's how I started smoking anyway, with joints, you know, probably 11 or 12, you know, I'm 46, so I've been smoking weed a long motherfucking time. So, and wasn't smoking it like every day at 11, you know, I was still a kid, but it was around. You know, I had uncles that smoked cannabis and stuff, but as a kid, you curious. You know, me and my brothers, younger cousins, my age group, we take a little bit from the older cousins and the uncles, and they won't even notice it's gone because they sitting back drinking and smoking weed. They ain't even realize that the younger generation. See that shit on my wall? What the fuck is that? Scratching my fucking drywall. I thought it was a bug for a minute. It's scratching the fucking drywall. But I've been smoking weed since fucking about 11 or 12 years old. Shit. I was never into drinking. Never really was into it like that. I'll social drink with my wife. Maybe a barbecue. I may drink one or two beers, but really ain't my bag. A lot of times alcohol will give me a headache. So if you see me on fucking YouTube making a video flashing alcohol, sometimes it might be 9 times out of 10 it's staged. You know, yo yo yo, see you back, my man. You know, 9 times out of 10 you see me with alcohol in my videos and shit. A lot of times it's staged. You know, it's my wife. She get her drink on more than me. You know, cheers, my dude. Cheers, my dude. My wife don't smoke. She just get her drink on. I get my smoke on. She get her drink on. You know, and it works out. Because a lot of times if we go somewhere, my wife will get plastered. And I had to do the driving home. So me just smoking a couple joints, you know, I could do the driving. Yeah, I'm just a smoker, dude. You know, my wife get plastered. You know, she like Crown Royal. You know, My wife will put that shit away. My wife will put that shit away. And at the end of the night, it ain't no driving. I've been sobered up. I've just been smoked a little bit, you know. So a motherfucker can drive on through the crib and shit. But drinking always gave a nigga a headache. You know, so I'm like, I ain't paying for no fucking headaches. You can kill that shit. Everything ain't for everybody, and that just wasn't for me. So I'm like, shit, I ain't paying for no goddamn headache. And I didn't like waking up with hangovers and shit. That was like, hell no. I gotta fucking rejuvenate my fucking body. This fucking alcohol has sucked all the fucking energy out of my body. I'm throwing up. I'm doing all kind of shit. Hell no. I might sit back and smoke me some motherfucking weed, some good ass weed, and put me on my ass. I go to sleep. I wake up. I'm great. I'm like, shit, fuck it. Let's roll up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Too much drink, you puke. You know, so shit. You smoke you some good shit. That shit just make put you to sleep. You wake up, ready to eat, roll up another one like shit. Let's do it again. You know. But I don't smoke like I used to. Well, I say I do and I don't. But I remember being a youngster and fuck, it'd be like 6 or 7 of us. We all have $20 and some shit. We about an ounce or 2 ounces. And just roll it all up in blunts and just smoke till it was gone. And I'm like, I was foolish, but that was a smoke out, you know. Everybody put in a little bit. We get a big bag. We hit somebody mama's basement. We smoke out, you know. Hit some girls. We all smoking, doing whatever, you know, doing whatever teenagers do, you know, watching movies and whatever. Now, I really, I don't, yeah, I'm a daily smoker. I'm a daily smoker. When I wake up, I drink a cup of coffee, smoke one, watch the fucking news, and however many blunts I'm gonna smoke for the day. And it's usually like 4 or 5 throughout the day. I'll roll them up, put them in a nice safe vial or something. And when it's time to smoke, what, what made me being able to smoke like that was here in Michigan. I don't know where you from, buddy. Here in Michigan, we were able to grow our own. And when I started growing my own, you know, I go to the dispensaries and I buy. But I was able to grow a big enough crop to last me all year, and I really wouldn't even sell it. You know, I wouldn't try to sell it to nobody. I would just package it up, and that was my smoke for all year. And every year I stopped for 100 days. You know, every year after Thanksgiving, that's like the last day. You know, that's the last day. You know, all through Christmas and all that, motherfucker ain't smoking. New Year's, I ain't smoking. Yeah, 100 days every year. But when I start back up, my wife was like, motherfucker, I was sitting up crying and laughing at the same motherfucking time. She like, this motherfucker, you crazy as fuck. But shit, I hadn't smoked for 100 days. you know. So, but it do my body some good. I can feel clean after this shit. Even my boss came up to me at work. He like, man, what the fuck wrong with you, man? He like, your ass back smoking weed or some shit. He like, cause you ain't the same motherfucker that you always be. I'm like, man, I'm like, I'm gonna get this shit together. I'm like, shit. After 100 fucking days, you know, you got to adjust. You just can't. You ain't the same motherfucker. It's like your first time again. After 100 days, and now shit. I think I started smoking back. My goal day was like February 20th or some shit. You know. Yeah. My startup day was like February 20th. And I think I went too hard. I'm all on my phone, checking out the dispensaries, looking at the different deals, and saying I'm gonna get this and get that. I went way too fucking hard. Way too hard. Fuck myself up. All fucking knocked out sleep. My wife like, you do this every year, motherfucker. But once my tolerance got back, you know, it's nothing. I can just sit, I can smoke some fucking weed. See, I didn't get the medical. I just waited. I just waited. But shit, now I'm kind of glad I did wait. I didn't wait $75, but at first I was loyal to my street dealers. I was loyal to them, and I was growing my own. I'm like, I felt the dispensaries was taking something away from the marijuana community. But when I finally started going to the dispensary, and I still take nothing away from my street dealers, but I don't buy weed off the street no more. I would never do it again. But when I went into the dispensary versus the street dealer, I was able to pick from 100 fucking strains. You know how it is in the dispensary. I'm like, why would I go to the street dealer and I can come in here and pick from 100 fucking strains, and the weed man around the corner, his ass may just have one or two different weeds. And in the dispensary, they telling you the potency and everything. Oh, I got some cousins live in Florida, and they say it's so hard. I guess if you ain't got a medical card, they got it on the medical level. He said it's so hard. Michigan, I'm loving the way it's set up. I'm loving it. I walk into the dispensary, it's just like a fucking bud tender. Like it's like a bartender. You got a bud tender. And shit, once you get to know your bud tender, she said, you bought too much. She shouldn't be said she was sick. No, hell no. And I was selling weed. You can buy my whole load. Shit. Whatever I had. That's why when I started growing, I said I wasn't even gonna sell this shit. I just package it up and I keep it for myself. And like right now, I got my house strain that I smoke. daily is a tropical cherry. I smoke that. That's like my daily smoker, tropical cherry. And I usually smoke that in blunts. I grew that right outside in my backyard. So, and just because I want to smoke something different, I stop at the dispensary and I fuck with a few different strains just to get a different taste than a tropical cherry, so I don't get burned out. But shit, I'll never probably buy it off the street again. Edibles, no, I don't remember no strain called Creeper. I'll look that shit up because I ain't done with my growing. You know, the reason why I ain't growing this year, I got a new neighbor bought the house next to me. And this dude like to be in the backyard, and a tree fell in my backyard. I'm glad that shit didn't. What, growing in your backyard as an old head thug in PA? Hey, that's how a lot of these strays is. That's how this Cali Blaze shit I be fucking with. This shit be having me ripped. That shit creep right the fuck up on you. Cali Blaze. I was smoking this shit earlier and it was like, oh man, this shit ain't nothing. And then I looked up, I had to put the motherfucker out. You know. Well, yeah, it was just one in the 90s. And I was a youngster smoking in. It was called Afghan. You know, if you got a hold of some of that shit in Detroit, you know, you had the bag, you know. People pay whatever for that shit. And I was a youngster. I couldn't believe the prices they wanted to charge for it. I couldn't afford the shit. I had to go in with my homies just to get an eighth of this shit. Yeah, yeah, Afghan Kush. That shit like that shit used to run through Detroit. When if you wanted good weed, you can get some gams. You can get some fucking gams. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know they started calling it AK. I'm gonna fuck with my man in the dispensary, see if he can find some of that shit for me. My daughter bought me this fucking blogger kit. I didn't even know how to put the bitch together on Christmas. You know, the Detroit boys shit. It's always some shit running in Detroit. We're a city of hustlers, man. We're a city of hustlers. You know, if we don't know how to do nothing, we know how to hustle. We know how to stretch a motherfucking dollar. You know, shit, we was good. We had that motherfucking shit, Southwest Detroit shit. That's all I fuck with is the essays and the Mexican. Costa Chica. Shit. We got a whole community. Shit. Black Mexicans, Costa Chica. Shit. Oh, shit. Speaking of that shit right now, my man I motherfucking work with, the motherfucking foreman that's right next to me. We call him the HMIC, the head Mexican in charge. He the youngest foreman out the group of foremen, you know. He the youngest one in our group. But we call him the HMIC. And he coming along since I'm about to retire in like 12 years. I'm I'm gonna start taking the back seat. I'm gonna get out the front. You know, shit. I'm a cement construction worker. Look at all the big high rises downtown, from Comerica Park to Motor City Casinos. Man, Treetrunk poured all that fucking concrete. You know, I've been doing this shit for years. Even the steel mills. We was getting all our steel from what the fuck is the name of that place? It's out there in Pennsylvania. Damn. Oh, my pops a iron or retired iron worker. My pops a retired iron worker right now. Local 25, Detroit, Michigan. Hell yeah. Cannonsburg, PA. Shit, we had to connect with them on the steel. You know, 'cause we got a U.S. Steel facility here. You know, we got a U.S. Steel facility right on Zug Island. I did a lot of that shit. You know, go through look at my profile, my dog, and you can see a lot of the shit I done did. That new fucking where Joe Louis Arena used to sit. It's a fucking tower right there right now. 2 years ago, me and my mans, man, we did a floor a week pouring that bitch out. A floor a week, you know. You see some of the footage on my channel. The Hudson Tower that's downtown Detroit right now. The first columns, you know. Okay, hell yeah. Local 348. What's your craft, man? What is local 348? What is local 348? What's your craft, man? So I'm 1191 laborers out of Detroit. But I work with a lot of them PA guys, especially a lot of them mill guys that work through the mills. Cause I did a stint in the steel mills here in Detroit. You know, in the steel mills. I didn't think I would even make it doing that shit. You know, that was the hardest shit I ever did, but that's the most money I ever made in a single week in my life working in them steel mills. You was busting, you was busting checks that was 2,500, 3,000 every week, but you was working 7 days. You was working 7 days, and ain't no telling how many hours a day you was working. But the shit was so addictive, you know. Oh shit. It was a pretty. I did a police station. Damn, your dad ended up being all right, fucking himself up. People don't realize, you know, we do this kind of shit every single day, and we be complacent. We don't realize how dangerous this shit is. You know, I direct cranes and shit every single day at work. That's a part of my everyday. You know, flying 6 and 7,000 pound loads over traffic, over people's heads. You know, people working don't even know 6 or 7,000 pounds flying over their head. You know, I dropped a load one day. I dropped a load, and I thought it was my fault. You know, I had to take 2 alcohol tests and a drug test, and it just when it happened, it just happened to be in the 100 days that I stopped smoking when the shit happened. I aced the fucking test, and everybody thought I was gonna fucking fail the shit because everybody know I smoke weed and shit. You know, all the guys I work with, we all hardcore union guys. You know, as long as you can do the fucking job and you ain't coming to work all fucked up and you gonna hurt somebody or risk somebody else's life, who gives a fuck what you do when you ain't here? Live your life. And that's how we are. But everybody thought I was gonna fail that shit. But it was the 100 days that I stopped smoking. But that shit woke my ass up. They made me take 2 alcohol tests and a drug test. The 30 sheets of plywood fell off the crane. But when the fucking they sent the chains to a specialist so they can get a pull test on the chains. Come to find out the chains failed. It wasn't my fault that the shit failed, but let the chains hadn't failed. That shit would have been my fault. That shit would have been my fault all over fucking Woodward, downtown Detroit, right across from our Detroit Tigers, Comerica Park ballpark. I dropped 30 fucking sheets of fucking plywood. Yeah, the rigging was fucked up. The rigging was fucked up. And when the rigging came to the job, my dog, when the rigging came to the fucking job and I seen the shit come off the truck, I knew it was the rigging that I was using from the last job. And I said something to one of the top guys. I'm like, man, this looked like the chains I was using on the last job. Were they tested? Because we was lifting loads like that at the last job, 6 and 7 thousand pounds, you know. So them chains got to be tested, making sure they still get the pull strength to hold some shit like that. And the chains never got tested. They just shot them from one job to the next job and said, hook them up, hook them up. I said it to one of the top guys and he ignored it. And the shit failed while I was fucking hooking up the rig. Me too. Me too. Me too. I got a couple steel shackles around this motherfucker. Hell yeah. It's funny that you can even, that I'm talking to somebody that can even relate to some shit like that. You know, because shit, I'm just on YouTube fucking around going live. You know. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah, it's good money. They made me take a whole fucking rigging class and everything after that. And everybody thought I was fucked up. They like, oh man, you all right? You all right? Here goes some quick fix shit. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. So that 100 days every year, that shit fucking that shit benefited me. You know, because I've been doing this shit since April '99. My first job was Comerica Park. Comerica Park downtown Detroit. That was my first construction job ever. No, I take that back. I take that back. My first one ever was the temporary MGM casino in Detroit. It was a temporary casino. And my dad was disappointed that I didn't be an iron worker because he was disappointed in me, but this is the reason why I didn't become an iron worker. For one, well, I really wanted to do it at first, but once I started being a laborer, the beauty of being a laborer, like I'm a skilled laborer now. You know, I got all type of certificates and all type of OSHA certificates and shit like that, rigging shit. You know, I'm a general foreman at work. But anyway, what made me pick the fucking laborers is I had to I had to wait on the iron worker school. I had to wait on a spot, so I had to work 2 years as a laborer. And I was seeing guys that was laborers that may be pouring concrete, you know, all kind of different shit, driving equipment and everything. And the iron workers and the carpenters, all them guys was getting laid off. And the laborers, they was keeping us because we could be making the same amount of money pouring concrete. I could be making that same money pushing a broom. So they always need a broom pusher around there. So I stayed on the job from the beginning of the job to the end of the job, where versus an iron worker when there was no more steel to be erected for the iron workers, the structural guys, and when there wasn't no more rebar to be put down for concrete for the rod busters, they were gone. When there was no more carpenter work to be done, the carpenters was gone, but it was still laborers there. And I'm like, I'm like, okay, the laborers, I ain't making as much as an iron worker. I think the iron workers, they was maxing out at that time in '99. I think they was maxing out at like $25 an hour, and that was in '99. And the laborers was making $18 an hour, but the laborers may hang out on that job 6 or 7 months longer than the iron worker, and the iron workers and the carpenters had to go back to their union hall, get on the out of work list, and yeah, it beat me up right now. My knees, my tooth right here. President of our company right now, over about 20 years ago, and I never got this bitch fixed. He a construction accident. That's what this fuck that is. I threw a 2x4 up to him. He asked me to throw it up. It might have been about 10 feet or so. But and that was something we did all the time. If you needed a 6 or 7 foot 2x4, if it was within reach and I thought I could toss it, I would toss it to you. So it wasn't nothing that we didn't do. But when he tried to grab it, he fumbled and he dropped it. Then he called my name. When I looked up, bam, that shit hit me in the fucking teeth, knocked that bitch right out. And I was smoking weed and shit. I was scared to go to the fucking doctor. I didn't want to lose my job and all that. So I'm like, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. And I never went and got the shit fixed. Never. And then one of my Mexican homies was telling me, no, he Colombian. He was telling me that, oh man, come to Mexico, we'll get that shit fixed. Damn, what the fuck happened, dude? Shit, I'm about to get this shit fixed though. My wife's sick of it. Yeah, that's why my Mexican, no, my Colombian homie was telling me come to Mexico. They could probably fix this bitch for like $200. All my Mexican homies going down to Mexico getting their teeth fixed. Shit that we paying like $30,000 for. They going down there getting the shit for 5 grand. But shit, you still got to worry about that shit. Fuck around and go down there and be all fucked up. Can't get back home. See all them bitches going down there getting them butt lifts and shit, and then they all fucked up. So shit, it's really worth it to pay the extra fucking money and get the shit done in my own goddamn backyard. But, but shit, I gotta get this motherfucker fixed though. My wife, she like fuck that, get it fixed. I'll probably go to a local dentist or some shit. Hook the motherfucker up. I got good enough insurance. I didn't even know my fucking insurance was gonna pay for some fucking $2,000 Gucci fucking glasses and shit. Thanks, I appreciate it. I'm glad you found my page too, man. Like I was telling I don't know if you was on there listening at that time, but I know you was back and forth. You told me you had to be back. My goal is to fucking when I retire is to be a full time YouTuber. I wanna go state to state. I see all these other YouTubers doing it. Why not me? You know, people get their life away for free all the time. So shit, I ain't hurt nobody. I ain't no bad. Oh, ain't that some shit? They just threw. See, that's how YouTube is, man. That's how YouTube is. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. You know, appreciate that love, man. You know, appreciate that love. I wanna get me a fucking conversion van with all the fucking luxuries in it. Get my wife, my daughter, and my granddaughter, and we state to state this motherfucker. We all 50 states. Stop at the coffee shop, stop at the barber shop, stop at the restaurants, talk to people, eat the local food, fuck with people, you know, and do all the shit and and let America see that shit, let the world see it. Hell yeah. I'll be coming to Florida anyway. I got family in Florida. You know, I'll be coming down to Tallahassee soon. You know, I'll be coming down to Tallahassee soon and taking my family to Disney and shit. And I want to take a trip to Miami. You know, so Florida, I lived in Florida my teenage years. So Florida is a part of my life. So, hell yeah. Fuck yeah, it's appreciated, man. You know, that's what I was saying on YouTube earlier, on this same live. You know, I can connect with people, and when I come to local areas, it be somebody just like you that I can hook up with. You know, fuck yeah, fuck yeah, hell yeah. Down in the Gulf Coast, you know, I fuck around in the Gulf Coast, like is that like the Panama City area, shit like that. Okay, all right, fuck yeah, hell yeah, I fuck with that, man. Hell yeah, and we gonna hook up because that's what I'm about to. That's what this platform for. That's what it's for. You know, I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna take my family around, and I'm gonna show them this country. You know, and I'm gonna meet good people. You know, okay, that's cool too. It don't matter. It don't even fucking matter. Shit, I'm coming. Shit. Treetrunk over here, and I'm gonna do it, you know, and it was just to prove to my daughter, you know, okay, that's down closer to the bottom, ain't it? Fort Myers in Naples, that's down there by the bottom. Am I correct? Like by Miami and all that. My daughter, she wanna go to Miami so fucking bad, but I wanna be able to do it for her. I wanna be able to do that shit, you know. She just graduated high school. I know how that time in your life is. You don't really know what direction you gonna go in. You don't know. You don't know. And me, shit, I didn't even graduate. Shit, that was like when my mom moved me to Florida. That was the first time that I seen kids my age taking school serious. Cause I grew up in Detroit. You know, the goal in Detroit was when shit was three crack houses. If you ran three crack houses, you know, you was doing good. That's not bad for a young black nigga. He got his thing going on. So shit, that was my goal. Can I get three crack houses or some shit going? So, and when I moved to Florida, I seen kids really going to college and shit. And I was light years ahead of them because I was fucking with dope and shit. You know, I was going to school, but I really wasn't. You know, I was fucking with dope and shit, trying to sell some fucking rocks and shit. And when I moved there, I seen these kids taking school serious. And then I met this motherfucker one day. One day, I'm gonna tell you a story. One day I walk in the fucking gas station in Tallahassee. It was late at night. I was going in there to buy some blunts or some shit. And when I walked up in there, there was a college student in there. He was the manager. And he was looking for weed, but I was trying to act like I was just so important for coming in there. I'm smelling like weed. I'm out there selling my little dope and shit. So I thought I was big shit, you know. And I kind of just blew him off, like, yeah, whatever. Sell me these blunts, motherfucker. Go back to your cash register. I kind of tried to play him like that, but my grandma and my mom was pressuring me to get a fucking job. So I'm like cleaned up and I go up in there for a fucking job like a week later and shit. And I didn't know this motherfucker was the manager. He come around the goddamn corner. And I was so fucking baked that night. I was talking shit. He had to bring it back to my memory. Like, yeah, you remember you came in here? I was trying to get some fucking weed. And you kind of blew me off and talked shit. And I'm like, oh, damn. I'm trying to get a job. And he is the deciding fucking factor. I ain't gonna get this fucking job. And he was like, no, man, I still want to get the weed. I'm like, you do? He's like, I get you the job, but you was acting all fucking stupid. It's like, I get you the fucking job. Just hook me up with some weed. I'm like, no problem, man. Shit, my mama and my grandma pressuring me to get a fucking job anyway. That's all I gotta do is get you some fucking weed. And I got a job. Like, fuck yeah. Give me a fucking phone right now. I got that shit brought up here. And he ended up getting me the fucking job. And he turned me like into a night manager or some old shit. And he was just a college student. We was the same age, but I was more of a street kid. He was a smart kid and shit. But I learned something from him. He was from Jacksonville. I called him a cool ass nigga from Jacksonville. That's what me and my family called him. But I learned something from that motherfucker. I'm like, dang. Then I started hanging with his college friends on campus and shit. And that was a new world for me, cause shit, I was used to hanging around fucking junkies and shit. So shit, some kids really fucking going to school, you know. I'm like, damn, colleges in Tallahassee, a college town. You got Florida State and you got Florida A&M. They like right across the street from each other. And when I say right across the street, I mean literally across the street. You step on one side of the street, it's Florida State. You step on the other side of the street, it's Florida A&M. So you got two major universities right there in the middle. And then you got all them smaller universities, community colleges, and all that shit. So that fucked me up. I never seen kids take school serious like that. You heard me say my goal was three crack houses. You know, three crack houses, that ain't bad. You doing good for a black young nigga. In Detroit. And you maintaining it, you know. And then I go to kids really going to school. That shit fucked my world up, you know. But still on the flip side, for your man Treetrunk, you know, on my mama's side of the family growing up, either you was a crackhead or a crack dealer. You know, yeah, that shit a whole different game now. That shit all in hotels, this and that. Yeah, they would swallow my old ass. You know, yeah, that's all it is. And it's the same game. It's just new players. It's just new players. It's just these young niggas that found the cheat code. And what they doing is But the only thing I don't agree with what the fuck they doing, they get right on motherfucking YouTube, make a video about the motherfucker they about to go shoot tomorrow. And it's like, man, why the fuck would you do some shit like that? You done already tricked. You done already tricked the game, and you get YouTube views. Yeah, yeah, this shit crazy. Bitcoin. I still wonder about this shit. But it got to be a different currency out there other than what we use. Yeah, that motherfucker. What they call it, what was that shit? Uh, Purdue Pharma. Look at these motherfuckers. They just sucked the game right up because a motherfucker made an FDA label and printed it on some shit. That's why I'm glad I never got off in any other fucking drugs as far as using them. I've never done that because cocaine and crack that destroyed my mother and father. That led to their divorce. So that wasn't attractive for me. And the way I didn't want to be a crackhead, that didn't look attractive to me. I'm like, it got to be something other than that. So I grabbed, yeah, I never used hard drugs, but I've had my time where I sold. I never wanted to be a, well, hey, man, to each his own. I, I know some guys right now that, you know, I got a brother that he, uh, he was big into cocaine, but he's one of the smartest guys I know. And I think he still, you know, may do it from time to time, but I don't judge him on it because everybody can control things in different ways. Some people just let stuff get out of hand on them. And that was one of my reasons for saying that I quit 100 days every year just to know that I had that control and I can stop at cold turkey right then. You know, hell yeah, the Mary Jane is just that's what it was for me, man. I'm glad you came back to it, bro. I'm glad you came back to it. Let that other shit go, man, 'cause that shit ain't good for you. It ain't good for you. Yeah, and that was one thing I noticed when I did move down there because I was for cocaine and heroin or any drug, the kids my age, they wasn't uh they wasn't using it like that. It was a lot of young dealers. We was selling the shit, but when I moved to Florida, and this is no bullshit. My younger brother, he was in the eighth grade. He was like, "Hey man, uh, take me to this. You want to come to this party?" And this area my grandmother lived in, she still live in this area right now. My grandmother, she a wealthy woman. She owned over 400 acres of property. You know, she stayed in the area where a lot of the Florida State deans and a lot of the Florida State faculty, they all stayed in this area. So my brothers went to school with a lot of these kids, rich fucking kids. And we wasn't used to that. We was from Detroit. But we down in Florida now, so it's what the fuck it is. And my brother asked me to take him to the party. I really didn't want to take him. I'm like, man, I'm not going to no party with a bunch of fucking eighth graders. And he was like, I bet you sell all your weed. He's like, ain't no bet. I guarantee you sell all your fucking weed. I'm like, what? So that made me go to the party. So when I went to the party, I think I made like $300 or some shit. Instantly, boom, it's gone. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, well, I think I might want to hang around this, hang around this party for a minute. You middle schoolers ain't that bad to hang with. So when I went to the backyard, the whole swimming pool was full of beer, any kind of beer you could think of. The dogs swimming in the pool and shit. So I asked my brother, I pulled him to the side. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this, man? He was like, oh, my boy, his mom going on vacation for the whole summer. It's just him and his little brother, and she left him a credit card. And I'm like, he throwing parties like this. He was like, oh, we be over here all the time. We be skipping school. We be, you know, you know, all kind of shit. It was just a fucked up party for kids all the time at this house. And then the mom went on vacation when summer vacation started, and the kids still fucking party. And she paying the bills from wherever fucking vacation spot she at. When I seen this shit, it fucked my head up. I'm like, man, it's middle school. And then I'm like, I'll be back. I'm about to go get some more weed. That's what I said. I remember now. I'm like, I'm about to go get some more weed, y'all. And they like, man, this weed is okay, but you got to bring some coke back if you coming back to this party and you want to make some money. And that was over my head a little bit. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, these are kids, you know. And I was, I had sold crack at that point in my life, in my young life, but not to nobody younger than me. You know, it was always some old ass fucking addict, some fucking junkie that hang out by the liquor store or some shit that's pumping gas for a couple dollars. You know, it wasn't no middle schoolers, and that shit fucked me up. And I knew Florida was different then. I'm like, damn, Florida different. And I was the only one out of my younger brother, my older brother, my sister. It was four of us. I'm the only one that didn't indulge in that kind of lifestyle. But my sister, she had cleaned herself up, you know. I don't really know what she into now. I don't talk with her much. It's just brother and sister differences and shit. We'll get back to each other because that is my sister. But that drug shit, it fucked my family up, you know. And no matter how glamorous that shit seems, it's just no fucking, there's no light at the end of that road, you know. There's no light. There's no light, no matter how glamorous. And I always looked at the dealer on the corner as the guy that had it because what he did in my eyes coming up, it was like he got the best fucking car. He got the baddest bitches. He got all the gold. He got all the money. He got it all. You know, so that's the guy you want to be. You know, but you don't realize as a youngster that this guy got all kind of fucking problems. This guy got people looking for him to kill his ass. He fighting court cases. He got baby mama drama. You don't know all the shit he got going on. You know, he can lose his life right there where you looking at his fucking big wheels and shit. All that shit come with it. You know. All right, bro. I'm about to sign out too. I hear my grandbaby down there. Thanks for hollering at you, man. Treetrunk. Glad to meet you too, dude. And peace and love, man. When I come down to Florida, you know, I'm gonna fuck with you, man. I'm gonna fuck with you. I'm gonna bring you a nice strain of some of this shit we got up here, man. You know, I gotta drop something off to a lot of my people. So So, okay. Hell yeah, thanks, man. So I can definitely look you up and send you messages. Peace and love, man. I'm out. Thanks for everybody that highlight my channel. Thanks for everybody, all my subscribers, everybody fuck with your man Treetrunk, period. This the end of this fucking this Sunday live. This Sunday night live. Peace.